She jumped from a second-floor window to escape abuse. Authorities sent her back. 9 months later, she was dead. A 10-year-old girl once risked her life, jumping from a second-floor window and begging strangers to save her from abuse. Months later, she was returned to the same home she fled. Her name was Rebecca Baptiste. On July 27, in Holbrook, Arizona, Rebecca was found unresponsive on a highway. She later died in the hospital. Investigators say the abuse she tried to escape had gone on for years. 9 months before her death, Rebecca tried to get away. According to investigators, the 9-year-old jumped from an apartment window and ran to a nearby Quick Trip. She told the store manager that her stepmother was hurting her. Police responded, but despite visible concerns, Rebecca was eventually returned to the same home. At the time, she was still just a child asking for help. Rebecca told authorities that punishment in the home was harsh and frequent. She said she was forced to run laps, struck with a brush on her hand, and hit with a belt on her feet. Officers documented bruises and red marks. She explained that she escaped through the window after being accused of pretending to sleep. It was not the last time she would try to run. Months later, after another escape attempt, Rebecca was interviewed at Phoenix Children's Hospital. Hospital staff contacted the Department of Child Safety. During that interview, officers noted new injuries, a bloody lip, marks on her fingers, and other visible wounds. When asked how often this happened, Rebecca quietly said, "It has happened a lot." In court, prosecutors described the danger she faced, simply trying to survive. They detailed how she had jumped from a 2-story window to get away. Despite the injuries and repeated reports, her father and stepmother denied abusing her, claiming she hurt herself. Police later said the case stalled due to conflicting accounts and lack of witnesses. Rebecca was sent back once again. Prosecutors now say the abuse never stopped. Records show at least 12 reports about Rebecca's safety dating back to 2015. Still, she remained in the home. On July 27, she was rushed to the hospital after being found unresponsive. 3 days later, she died. The cause was listed as non-accidental trauma. She was just 10 years old, and officials believe she died without family at her side. Doctors described severe injuries. They reported signs of sexual abuse, heavy bruising across her body, missing patches of hair, and marks consistent with cigarette burns. Body camera footage later captured the moment police found her. In that video, her stepmother spoke casually about Rebecca trying to escape, referencing previous jumps from windows, as if they were routine. Prosecutors believe Rebecca was running toward a well, likely desperate for water and help. Teachers at her school had noticed troubling behavior and said the children often created stories to protect their parents. Investigators say both adults later admitted to hitting the children. Rebecca's father acknowledged striking her with a belt multiple times, admitting he used excessive force. Family members say they tried for years to warn authorities. Her uncle described her injuries as covering her body from head to toe. He said repeated reports to child services were ignored, including concerns about sexual abuse raised long before her death. Afterward, the Department of Child Safety acknowledged Rebecca had been known to the agency, calling the case a tragedy. Today, Richard Baptiste and Anisha Woods face charges including first-degree murder, child abuse, and kidnapping. Their trial is set for June. Rebecca's story remains a haunting reminder of what can happen when a child's pleas for help are heard but not acted on.